Hello and welcome back for part 14 of the von Carstein Lord and Hero Only campaign, where Manfred just scored a very important victory over Dreicher, preventing her from sort of getting strong again. So let's see, I think we really have to just prioritize the Children of the Night points for any Lord character who doesn't have them already. It would be great to work on Manfred's magic, especially the vampires, lower vampire spells, but yeah, I'll just grab Children of the Night first. And nice load of level ups for my heroes here. Let's see, where is my... Okay, there's a White King. Do I have more vampires to actually recruit? Oh, I've got one vampire here. So she's disciplined in shadows, okay.
My will alone.
So that's actually a great combination. I've got another disciplined one right here. But unless I can get another lord to that second Child of Night point this turn, which I probably can't, then... yeah. If I want to recruit the other disciplined one, I'd have to disband somebody. I think disbanding somebody would be okay though. I don't particularly need Deathlaw vampires at all. And yeah, this trait is well, it's pretty terrible when you consider how much more discipline does, right? Like this is +3 leadership for this one vampire, whereas discipline is +2 leadership but to everyone in the army. And demeanor psychology, I mean, yeah, I don't think that matters really. So, yeah, I think I'm going to just go ahead and have her scout, then disband her. Okay, so there's another army up this way. Interesting. Wonder if they can make it down to more time.
Yes, my sire.
Okay, just make sure she doesn't have any magic items or equipment and stuff. She does not. So thank you for your service, but goodbye. Yeah, you've moved.
I will not obey.
Let's just finish the level ups. Nobody else is going to leave the army. So for the Shadow Wizards, I've now got up to rank 8. So let's have one of them grab Pit of Shades for the AoE magic, and everyone else grab magical reserves. Oh, that's going to be so much more Winds of Power. Yeah, jeez. Necromancer here. Just working on magic. Okay, and nice. I'm up to the second tier on the Death Vampires, who are working on personal combat skills. So armor and hit points is probably what I want to be going for. I just want to prioritize defensive stats. Let's go for hit points. I believe that increases the regeneration limit too, which is handy. Okay, so I already have someone with Pit of Shades. I don't need multiples really. So yeah, as I said, magical reserves for you. And tenacity for you. I know that some of these vampires were high enough rank to actually grab the hunger, but this doesn't stack on top of the AoE regeneration from the Necromancer. So let's just check that out. Yeah, 4 hit points per second. I'm pretty sure the only way you can stack regeneration effects in the game is if they restore you for a different amount. As in if the amount per second is different. There might be more to it than that, but I'm pretty sure the hunger is unnecessary, provided I keep that Necromancer alive. And yeah, what did I do with my other Death Vampire points? I did put them into leadership, okay. Yeah, we'll get all of this stuff eventually, it's just a question of ordering. One consideration might actually be to pile the whole points into corruption. I mean, Yeah, so looking at this, the thing is, I've got lots of characters like increasing corruption. 21 points. That's pretty huge, but the actual rate of increase per turn is not that fast. It's still only plus 5%. So that means unless all my vampires are staying put in one area, it doesn't. It's not like you can get vampiric corruption up to 50% in 2 turns or something. So we actually have enough movement to come over here and attack Essen, but I'm reluctant to do that because attacking Essen doesn't really get me anywhere. If anything, it kind of takes me in the wrong direction because I was having a little look at the situation down this direction before I started up the video, and I've been pretty aggressive with Isabella. She's sort of just rushed off to try and wipe out the dwarves who are living down here. But it does mean that she's not going to be able to come back to these regions before they revolt. And this is revolting in 3 turns. Probably reduce the taxes to make it 4 turns, but still, it's very soon. So, I think my plan is actually going to be to have Manfred and Aborash with his vampire entourage here come back and try to deal with the revolts. I don't think that'll be particularly difficult. Well, the revolt armies won't be, provided that I'm in the region in time. But if I don't do that, then I'm just sort of losing the moot. The moot this will be a vampire revolt, so they'll just blow up the settlement. But still, it's kind of a setback. I do want to develop the regions, get fortifications up. I don't want to be in a spot where I'm just sort of yo-yoing back and forth, but never holding the territory because of poor public order. So Manfred can't move. He's actually stuck here. It's unfortunate. I think that army... Let's see, how far can Manfred move? Yeah, it looks... I think it wouldn't be a surprise if this army could actually get to Manfred. So let's try this. Let's make sure we're outside the settlement, and so have the option to withdraw. And... yeah, so what's the best way to get down to the moot? It's to go around that way. Okay, that works. We can blow up Needling on the way past. Okay.
I grow impatient.
So you come stand over here. Yeah, still have reinforcement, still in reinforcement range for each other, which is the main thing. I don't think I want to use ambush stance here because... well, I guess I could do. Yeah, you know what? Sure.
This will do.
That might bait this army into launching an attack. But hold on. I'm now thinking I haven't positioned quite correctly here because I think I'm out of range from more time. No, I'm not. Okay, good. I was thinking if this army is too far away, and Dreicher's, tree lord, whatever they're called, corrupted ancient tree man, and his troops come down and attack Mordheim, then only Manfred's there, and that could be problematic. I'm not sure the game would actually let Manfred withdraw from that battle. In any case, it looks good. Definitely not putting any money into this. I think once my characters are out of the region, I'll just abandon it. I don't want them to be taking attrition damage, so that's why I'm not just abandoning it immediately. But yeah, I'm not trying to hold on to it at this point. Over this way, I had planned to have this lord come and occupy Waldenhof, but I think that's just a poor use of 2,500 gold because these dwarves just declared war on me and could be attacking at any point. I guess I can talk to the orcs.
The undead geezers. I am impressed.
Yeah, the undead geezers, that's me. So they don't like Karad Kutrin, but yeah, they're not going to want to go to war with them. How about if I go to war with Kislev? No, and I don't want to go to war with Kislev, to be honest. Yeah, so we've ended up at war with all the dwarf factions. Well, 3 of the 4 we've come across. I just hope Karaza Karak is too busy fighting Grimgor to actually send troops. I mean, we don't really have a border with them. They're further down this way. Yeah, definitely a tough situation here. Lots of enemies. I think my plan up in the north does make sense. In Essen,
This night.
I do have some defenses here. I think this vampire lord... It feels bad to recruit him then just disband him right away, but he is costing me quite a lot of money. Not himself, but also just increase the supply lines penalty. It's probably something like 1500 gold in total. So let's disband him for the time being. Yeah. This vampire can head over towards Needling. Yeah, so she can head this way and then join up the army next turn. That looks good. I'm not going to worry about these heroes wounding or assassinating my characters. The AI doesn't tend to do that in the early campaign. I'm not sure if that's related purely to not having sort of tons of gold built up or what, but yeah, I'm not bothered. I can obviously recruit so many more vampires. Okay, we hire you. So you're obviously a turn behind, but that's fine. Yeah, can still get over here in 2 turns, that's nice. So checking on the moot here, I'm taxing it for 160 income, which I definitely don't need, so if I take that off, it's looking at a rebellion in 4 turns. It shouldn't be worse than that. It might actually be better because that faction goes to +8 once the public order is below -75, so that'll be next turn. Lack of corruption should come down a bit, and vampiric corruption might increase a bit because that 40% is on the way up. So I think barring getting caught up in having to deal with other stuff over here, which is very possible because there's Sterling troops out this way, I think we have enough time to get back down to the moot. Now, how about the situation in Averheim? So again, we're taxing the province, and we probably don't really need to be. So this is actually forecasting a 3-turn rebellion too, and even if I take off the taxes, it's still 3 turns. Ouch. Well, actually, 3 times 19 is 57, so that's only just going to -100. And I think in those 3 turns... Okay, yeah, and provincial instability is going down, so it won't actually revolt in 3 turns. That's... yeah. Unless something comes to make it worse. In any case, I'm happy to sacrifice a little income to try and hold on to this territory, I think. Now, down this way... So this vampire needs 2 more levels for the Children of the Night.
All shall know me.
Okay, that's Vlad. You just need 1 more level. Yeah. Moving through this terrain unfortunately just takes quite a long time. I'm not that bothered about the attrition damage I'm taking once I cross over across the border here. So let's see, they've got 11 units in Carrickern. That's... They might have another lord outside the settlement actually, looking at the balance of power here. But I'm not particularly concerned about that. I just need to make sure Vlad is able to launch the assault with his siege attacker ability. Just like I did taking out Averheim.
Preposterous. Sleep is for the
Okay, got a little awkward queue built up here. Okay, let's just have Isabella force march. I'm not concerned about being attacked down here.
I know my path.
But that was a... Okay, I should have put a bit more thought into that. My characters aren't reinforcing each other now, but as I said, I don't think anyone can come attack us. Yeah, so this settlement I'm going to just abandon, much like more time up in the north. I'm not going to attempt to hold this region. I'm just coming up down here to blow up Carrickern and permanently get rid of this faction that refused to be at peace with me. So... Okay, here's a knowledgeable vampire. So what do I want to do with her? I think she's not really going to make it down to Carrickern in time to join Isabella, so I'm thinking I'll have her come over to Averheim, possibly just scout for the Stirland armies.
Follow me.
I know that there's a reasonable number of Stirland troops in one of these two settlements, and they could, if they're coming for Averheim, or whichever way they go, it'd be good to keep an eye on them. Okay, that's all my character movement, I believe. I'm not interested in repairing damaged buildings. Yeah, so I'm just not going to be doing any of these upgrades. We are... Yeah, public order here is okay. And I can do this upgrade, which should give me an extra plus 138 income and plus 2 public order. It pays for itself in about 16 turns. It's not too long before we can actually get this up to tier 4. Let's just have a quick check of how much building space I want. So... Right, we definitely want this building in every major settlement for the extra White King capacity. That's critical. Ditto for the Banshees, Vampires, the Forbidden Library. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. Resource building, settlement building is 6. Necromancer building 7. And then the 8th one could be... Yeah, I mean, I guess it could just be extra income, that makes sense. Don't need the corruption building longer term. Certainly not in this territory. And yeah, that doesn't really help me much. Sure, okay. Got enough cash at the moment, let's get the upgrade going. Yeah, don't need to do any of the upgrades here. Yeah, this vampire's just stuck in that settlement. I guess I could disband him. I could disband him on the basis that he's also going to probably struggle to make it over to Carstein in time here. I wanted to get him up to rank 4 and make it so he was giving me an extra vampire hero capacity, but it's not so urgent I do that, and I can always re-recruit him later and finish the ranking up. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm kind of thinking it'd be good to have a Vampire Lord in Averheim or the Moot.
I hunt.
I hunt.
It's really hard to gauge like how strong I need my armies to be here. The fact that it was a very close battle against the Wood Elves, and they were on force march. I don't think I want to weaken this army. On the other hand, I don't think I need to get it up to a full stack necessarily. And Isabella, well, Isabella and Vlad have the advantage of having, like, Isabella has the Wind of Death, which is very powerful. And Vlad and Isabella both have powerful bound spells, so I also don't feel like Isabella really needs to be stronger, just like in the short term. So,
Ready.
considering I've got these, like, these two plus this third vampire here, I could actually start to... I mean, if I put all them together, that would be enough to hold off the revolts. Maybe that's what I should do.
Now. Yes.
Yeah, the double discipline vampires would be great in an army with more heroes, but that's not essential. I mean, it's effective even... It's still effective with just a few of them. So what if I recruited another vampire lord here with the intention of bringing in a few, whatever heroes I could kind of muster together and dealing with the revolt when it spawned? I kind of like that idea. I think I like it enough that I'm going to switch the taxes back on. May end up not working out great for me, but let's do it. So, disband you. Yeah, take your Black Cat and Restless Spirit. Yeah, you can come back later on. and get someone new in Aberheim. Sure, this guy's rank 2, so he's already on his way up towards that Children of the Night. And he can have a Black Cat and Restless Spirit. Guess I can also give him this Warpstone Hunter since nobody else is really making much use of that income from buildings. Oh, hold on. It's only local region, not province. Yeah, that's too bad. So this vampire... Can she even use that? Yeah, she can. That could be really powerful if I stacked a bunch of them. Anyway. Yeah, so what I was going to say was Essen isn't actually making much money here. No, Essen's making very little. Aberheim's making even less. Okay.
Darkness comes.
You can go ahead and grab that Warpstone Hunter. And I don't have a spare Necromancer slot. Oh no, I do! Oh wow, I'm glad I thought to check that. That is interesting. So I can't recruit you here. Devious, Dark Majesty, Fleet-footed. Okay, those aren't great. Fleet-footed is not terrible. Would make the Corpse Guard a little less slow.
What?
I can't recruit anything there either. Okay, let's yeah, we can afford this. Don't really value these other too much. Yeah, leadership aura size doesn't matter. It's not like I'm raising lots of units of zombies that are sort of operating on their own on the battlefield or something like this.
Your wish,
So let's grab you. And all our Black Cats are taken, but that's fine. We don't really need more public order here anyhow. Yeah, maybe just a cooldown staff. Okay, yeah, you're not going to get any upper items, I guess. Ooh, Iron Curse Icon. Should actually give that to someone. Maybe Manfred.
I hunt.
Unless he's already got a... Oh yeah, he does already have wood save. I think I'll actually give that item to this Necromancer, because the Necromancers have been a little squishy, and the keeping the regeneration aura up is nice. It's also the case that this is the best Lore of Vampire spellcaster in my force up this way, so I really don't want to lose him.
Come, impress me.
Okay. I think that's everything I need to take care of for this turn. Time to see what our enemies have in store. Okay, no sign of Karak Kadrin, that's good. Hopefully they declared war on me while they have their troops still sort of going after the greenskins, and they're not going to just drop a bunch of slayers on top of Drakenhof and Eschen here. Clan Gritus, I guess. It must be a relatively new Skaven clan, because I haven't heard of it. Ooh. Interesting. So I didn't realize that this other Talabakland army was so close, but I did know they had this much strength. Well, certainly fighting this. I don't think it should be too difficult. Main issue is that the Necromancer starts at low health, and while I can heal him, that'll take most of his hit point. That'll use up most of his healing limits. So this army's on force march. I wonder if I'm going to be able to... Well, no, all my characters are coming in as reinforcements, unfortunately. I was going to say it'd be great if I could kill these units before they met up with the rest of the army. This is all a lot of melee stuff. They've got great swords, and those are decent units, but because they're on force march, I'm kind of less scared of this army than I am of the Wood Elves, to be perfectly honest here. Alright, let's see how we go. I think I'm probably just going to withdraw this garrison right at the beginning of the battle. It just is so... the unit, you know, the units are such low tier and they're so depleted that they don't achieve anything. Like 6 bats just literally doesn't do anything. They can't... yeah, the enemy coming in with actual regiments to enforce march, so it's not like I need to run them down, and the bats would just not do anything in combat here. So this is a Witch Hunter, Empire Captain, and then... I believe this is an Empire General. He might be an archer. I can't remember what the portrait corresponds to. Ooh, this is good. So here. Yeah, this is... well, this is interesting at least. So the enemy deployment zone with their 3 characters who launch the attack. Lord and 2 Heroes is right down here, whereas all my vampires are coming in from this flank. So we should be able to deal with their other force first, hopefully. Alright. You, I'm going to just have stand over here. I will gamble for more magic. Good. Okay, so let's start the battle. Can't withdraw with these troops, but that's fine. I can just pull them back. And everyone else just mix onto the battlefield here. Okay, you need to start healing yourself. Okay, halberdiers. Yeah, it's quite nice, I think, being in the trees too. We're not quite going to be able to get over here and actually, like... well, we might be able to get over here and deal with some of their reinforcements piecemeal too. Yeah, no sign of their other characters, but I think one of them's on horseback, but the other's on foot. They won't be here for a while anyhow.
Address thee as master.
Yeah.
I serve me.
Everyone on this flank. Keep going. Yes, and there's going to be troops here, exactly. Let's get into fighting them as soon as we can. This is Assault of Stone. Perfect. Okay. Let's get that going right here, I think. I've also got the shadow magic from my my vampires, so make sure these units don't get into combat, I think. Well, that wasn't as many kills as I was quite hoping, but it's alright. Okay, let's do some other spellcasting here. We've got lots of Winds of Magic available. It's a really solid block of Empire troops. Need to do some extra healing. Yeah, those casted a huge amount of damage. Okay, let's just get the leadership boost down on Necromancer, who always has leadership issues. Okay, we've done a lot of damage to their infantry. They still have other troops left, though. Okay, crossbowmen have ended up in melee combat with my garrison troops, which isn't ideal, but I guess we'll do our best to fight them off. Yeah, Necromancer's already at the healing limit. That is... yeah, it's definitely an issue. Maybe need to save that magic for offensive casting here. We're not taking too much damage in the melee though. Let's see where the Lord is. He did ride in on his horse, but kind of lost track of him. Okay, almost got enough magic for another Penumbral Pendulum. Oh, we do in fact, yeah. I'm not going to bother about the crossbowmen for now. I just need to deal with this troops in the middle. Okay, that was a decent cast. Try and just maybe get this down on whatever we can. Oh, my entire garrison seems to be losing to that crossbowman unit in combat, but it's probably not a big surprise. Okay, vampires are holding on really well, that's great. Should have been using that. Oops. I think we've got this. Just very concerned about my necromancer as always. I think the other heroes in the reinforcing army are going to be showing it soon here also. So some work to do for sure. Yeah, these troops are getting pretty wrecked. The enemy, I mean. Okay, let's see if we can focus down their lord. That's got to help us in terms of balance of power, right? See if there's any chance I can sneak the necromancer out the back. Yeah, looks like I kind of can. Cool. Good, good, good. Okay. I just mainly don't want him getting in combat with one of their heroes. Ooh, one of my other vampires is taking a beating here. Didn't see that. Yeah, he's got to be their lord in here, right? Oh, it's so hard to click the flag. Yeah, here he is. Yeah, it's the usual issue of it's just kind of tricky to like focus attacks on one character. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of breaking enemies. Yeah, we got him. Excellent. Well, I think we're in danger of making a net gain of hit points this battle, which is pretty funny. So the one who attacked... Yeah, we can't catch the guy on the horse, who presumably ran off already. Yeah, I doubt we're going to be able to catch this one either, but we can try. Now, the reinforcing army is wiped out. They were on force march. So that was really great. We didn't need to even waste our own movement, really, to wipe out that army. We didn't lose any lords or heroes. Garrison just turned up and died, but fine. Do a bit more healing if I can. Okay, oh, that's it. That was the edge map. Okay. Alright, we're not going to catch anybody else, but no problem. Make sure you get healed as much as possible. Yeah, I don't really care about healing those units. I've got to remember to be spamming this on cooldown for just the increase to power reserves and power recharge rates. I'm doing an okay job remembering other abilities in these battles, I think, but I did forget about that. Okay, so you're up to full, you're full. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone else needs to heal anymore. Wow, another heroic victory. Love to see that. Yeah, too bad we didn't manage to actually kill off any of these characters, but can't complain about how that went overall. Being able to sort of get into combat through the forest with their troops right at the beginning was nice. Yeah, got scored a lot of kills with that those penumbral pendulum casts. Probably should have considered doing a Pit of Shades. I forgot there was a character in my army who actually had that spell now. The Metford, I think a lot of this was from the Assault of Stone at the beginning. Okay, that's not very much magic. This replenishment's only affecting this army, which is not good. Okay, I guess we just take the magic then. So their army... Yeah, their set of 3 characters is just stuck over here. That's interesting. And no other troop movements. Okay. Okay, so action success chance or action or hero action cost for 2 turns. Probably not going to be doing much in the way of these actions either way, but got enough money that I'll just go for the extra success. Okay, and we have influx of new followers. Good.
What do you want?
Alright, so let's grab the level ups over here.
I will not obey.
So we could come... Yeah, let's one thing at a time. Level ups first, then think about my next moves. And this guy has Disciplined, which is why he's sort of remaining as the commander of this army, even though he already has the extra vampire slot for us. So let's get him to Lightning Strike. And I was putting an extra point here for ambush success. I mean, I possibly should have put the 2 points into replenishment rate like I am for Isabella, but yeah, let's stay the course and go for the Ancient Cunning again. Yeah, this vampire, Frederica, was the one who had Pit of Shades for that last battle that I just forgot about. But the Pendula were good though. I mean, the Empire troops just clumped up a lot, and they were in enough of a like straight line that I could nuke them with the Pendulum casts effectively still. Okay, we don't want the Nightmare. Don't really need missile resistance on my vampires. I think just more health. Okay, so you already have magical reserves. Go for Pit of Shades then. I'm pretty close to getting like 4 or 5 arcane conduits in this army, which is going to be very nice. Oh, I think yeah, I meant to... This Pit of Shades point should be magical reserves, so it's no big deal. Okay, you get the self-heal. And Smoke and Mirrors. Alright. So that was Talabakland we fought.
Deliver your missive and then get
And
from
we
my
completely
presence.
wrecked them, but... Fortunately, like, a lot of these factions I've been fighting, they're just not interested in making peace agreements, even for a lot of money. But at least they're weak, so should have an opportunity to take their territory.
What? Deliver your missive and then...
I'm not being optimistic, checking these peace treaty willingness to make peace, but figured I might as well while I was here. Yeah. So looking at this results in 3 turns, this results in 3 turns. Yeah, it's a slight issue. And their army's moved out, actually. I was going to say it's a slight issue if I get a revolt spawning in both places at once.
Do you need fresh troops?
So, next turn, yeah, so I'll have my 2 vampire heroes do some scouting this turn. And then they should be able to make it back to the Mutter Averheim. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, by the time the revolt spawns. Okay, so let's find Sterlin's armies.
I thirst. Flight.
They are not over here. Okay.
Yes, my sire.
Yeah, so Vertbad's the capital.
Who wishes the red?
Here we go.
Unworkable.
Okay, so this is the army I saw on the military Yeah, that was the army that was showing up on the public order last time, but they moved it out of the city and started recruiting on a new lord. Or brought out a new lord at least. Okay, fair enough. So...
Not possible. Unworkable.
yeah, I don't know of anyone who has... oh, and they have walls in Flensburg too, that's good to know.
What?
Yeah, the issue here is I don't have siege attacker on
I'll take
anyone over this way, because I'm pretty sure Mantford doesn't have it. Yeah, and he's not particularly close to getting a dragon. Okay. So Needling and Krugenheim are probably pretty takeable,
Not likely.
but yeah, Wertbad and Flensburg are going to be more problematic.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Okay.
Move. Undeath Ascendant.
That's still fine.
Your wish, master.
Let's just turn off the taxes in the moot. That means there's 5 turns to go. Deal with the revolt in Averheim first.
It is night.
I think that makes sense. Can actually put a public order follower on this one, which helps the moot even more. Well, yeah,
I thirst.
from next turn. You have to be so careful juggling the public order. Like the timing of the revolts is, it's important to control that basically. Okay, they still have troops here, yeah, and they haven't got more troops. That's great. That does suggest they might have a second army though. Okay, let's have my necromancer out of the army do the scouting here, which is you.
This way.
So we're going to start taking attrition damage here. I wonder if I can... so that's... okay, so that red... the end of that red arrow there is 2 turns worth of force marching. Unfortunately, I think that means a regular march plus a... oh, sorry, a force march plus a regular march does not get me to Carrick Kern. So with that in mind, let's have Isabella... okay, she might still need to force march, but let's just have a regular march. I'm going to take some attrition. I'm not too concerned about that. I can either use Raid Stance next turn, or I'll just start the battle a bit injured and heal up.
of darkness.
Shouldn't be a problem. Force march with Vlad and force march with you. Okay.
Your dominion.
So not next turn, but the
over.
turn after, I'm going to try and take this and wipe out the dwarves.
I will not betray you.
Yeah, public order's going badly here. So I just want to... yeah, all I need to do here is make sure that I abandon the building. Yeah, I don't want to like abandon it and then spawn a revolt army or whatever, although I'm not even sure that would be a big deal, but... yeah, I'll just keep an eye on it. Okay, let's see what's going on up in Carrick Kadrin. No soldiers. Military presence 6 between 3 settlements, so that's probably a full stack, but it's not here. That's great. In that case, let's not bother exploring further here. Let's go ahead and just search this ruin since I've got perfect amount of movement to do it. Alright, we've got the Sudoku puzzle. So this is a 1 or a 2. Looking over here, this is a 2 or 4. This has to be a 1. So the 1 is here, the 4 is here, and the 2 is here. And color-wise, it's either going to be the maroon color or the blue color. Which one is it? So this is yellow, this is purple. This is blue or maroon. Seems like I have a... Do I have a choice? Seems like I have a choice of the colors on this pair of... On this like 2x2 grid here. I mean, couldn't I switch the blue and the maroon here, and the puzzle would still be fine? Well, I'm sure there was a unique solution, so I must have just not thought through this one carefully enough, but I'm just going to use my cheat sheet over here. So apparently, yeah, it's the red 2, fair enough. Okay, so slight profit, sort of battle, extra level up. Yeah, so you're scouting around for now, but I do want you joining an army eventually, although there's this silly wasted point that's annoying me. Now let's go for hard to hit. So yeah, I've kind of got a plan here for at least defending against revolts. Not defending from bigger armies, but defending against revolts with a few vampires plus
Who wishes the red kiss?
Necromancer and the Vampire Lord. So that all looks good.
Then go.
So that means I think Manfred and Aborash here can at least, I mean, this army's recruiting more troops. If I don't deal with it now, it's just going to be more to deal with later. And because they attack us over the end turn, they won't be able to retreat, so we'll just be able to wipe them out. At that point, I feel like might as well just take Essen too, right? Look at that, 13 points in public order from all those followers on my characters. It's funny.
This better be important.
Yeah, I could alternatively take Needling, but I don't think that's a priority. There's no troops there. Yeah, let's launch this attack. And who are we having make the attack? I think it's Manfred, because I want him to get leveled up to grab this.
This night.
So you come stand here. Manfred launched the attack. And yeah, they couldn't withdraw. Let's fight this manually, make absolutely sure everyone gets healed up to full.
Mortals quail. Witness true power.
Yeah, so this shouldn't be particularly difficult. I mean, it's our, like, I don't know, how many? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 versus 3. It's about the way to say it. And, yeah, their characters are not all vampires. So they have a witch hunter who has missile weapon, right? No, apparently not. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, no, they do have a witch hunter as a missile weapon,
We surpass Nagash.
but it's pretty close, or pretty short range. Yeah, I'm not particularly concerned about it.
Supper death.
Okay, let's have the Necromancer hang out in the forest.
Swift as death's wings.
I don't think we need to be too worried here. We will take... I mean, single entities can do a decent amount of damage to us, but I just have to watch character's health and drop healing. And yeah, None of them are sort of like going after the Necromancer somehow, so should be all good. Yeah, I can't see that guy's health bar, but he doesn't basically have one anymore.
Empower me.
Dead.
Bring death.
And dead.
Hell.
And victory. Yeah, so we don't have to run this guy down. I doubt we can catch him anyway. Maybe we can.
Address thee as master. Witness
Alright.
true power.
Manfred try and run him down. Everyone else go back to Necromancer and just make sure everyone's topped up for health.
Witness true power.
Yeah, that doesn't slow the enemy down, unfortunately. I feel like Manfred has the speed advantage here for sure, but
Serve
it's
me.
not by a huge amount.
Nagash was weak.
I don't need to kill this guy, I just want to be completely clear.
Yes, awake, minion.
Yeah, in the regeneration aura range, great.
Thy cure is death.
The fact this guy's supposed to be a witch hunter or like a vampire, kind of a vampire hunter I guess, just extra incentive to kill him.
Total War.
Come on Manfred, get him. No, he's gonna get away. Okay, well. Get away until the end of the battle screen, at which point he'll die. Yeah.
March.
Very nice. And yeah, another bunch of followers there. Okay, that item we just picked up, I want to stick that on my Necromancer instead of this scroll of Aramar or scroll of leeching or whatever. Yeah, the channeling staff. This is really good for being able to cast the Invocation of the Heck more frequently. Oh, evasion, that's kind of good. And yeah, 6. Oh, I can get a Hellsteed. Okay. Like with the vampires in Isabella's army, I probably won't have them on Hellsteeds for all the battles or even most of the battles, but just taking the option now while it's available I think makes sense. And Manfred got to rank 12, which means an extra vampire slot. Hooray! So now the question is, what else am I doing? I guess I can't reach Needling now. So, yeah, the presence of walls in Vertberg and Flensburg means that's a job for Vlad. And Vlad's not going to be able to get back there for a while. So I could take out Essen while I'm here. Yes, Griffinwood. I've got to remember the fact that that's not a very long march distance away, and they are going to have strong troops there. I'm taking Essen mainly to stop Telebachland having it, rather than that I could do much with it right now, but yeah, I think it's still
You dare.
worth doing.
Night.
And let's have Let's have a Borash launch the attack, and I'll just sit in there over the end turn for some extra public order from military presence.
What do you want?
Ooh.
Destruction.
Hold on a second.
Bring war.
Hold on a second. That's a Gotrek.
Them out.
Never!
That's Gotrek with an army from Ostland. Okay,
Thou darest.
I have found something more important to do.
Destroy them. None shall live.
Let's break that siege. We've got a Slayer to kill.
No!
So lots of halberdiers, bunch of crossbowmen.
The true
Oh shoot. No, I can. Oh, 1% movement to get there. Okay, I was about to say, I hope I left myself enough movement to launch this attack.
thine right
Yeah.
is mine.
So, Manfred has to come in as reinforcements, but that's fine. I can't turn down the opportunity to wipe out a full stack on force march, I think.
This night. Kill them. Raise them.
Really? I do not think those odds are accurate. I think Pendula and Pits of Shades and other sorts of nasty stuff is going to be absolutely wrecking these poor Empire boys this battle. Their outright is going to be a little annoying. That is true. Oh, that Winds of Magic roll is not what I wanted to see. Ah, 3 of my vampires. Yeah, so because I bought the Hellsteeds this turn, I wouldn't have had the option to take them off. That might be fine, though. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Let's deploy over this way, meet up with Manfred.
I will do this. Address me as master.
Yeah, so let's make sure
Yes, awake, minions!
I understand.
I have you lot on a command group too. Yeah, I think I can use this to my advantage here.
Vampire. Moving.
At the very least, I can have the flying vampires drop down some magic. So one of you, yeah, so you should be the one to do this. It's too bad you have this item. This should be on someone who's not actually casting spells herself. Okay, not to worry.
At once. Swiftly.
Yeah, this is a nice spot for a pendulum, I think. Oh, and it's got longer range than the crossbowman range. Yeah, love it. Oh, have some of that. Get wrecked.
We are the new order.
Well, you gonna come attack me, or am I gonna get to do that again?
Empower me.
Seem to have chosen the option of again.
Vampire.
Unexpected, but fair enough. Also, I don't have a time limit for this battle because the enemy are on full march, which is excellent. Yeah, I think just a regular normal, yeah, a normal cast should do it on this one. Put it down the other direction. Oh, probably could have angled that slightly better, but did the job nicely.
At once. Swiftly.
Okay, so now they're coming in. Or maybe not.
I hunger. Swift as
Okay,
death's
let's
wing.
get the folks on foot into those trees. I think that makes sense for trying to fight. Could actually send the mounted vampires around to try and chase after the outriders potentially.
At once! Swiftly!
Yeah, so in crossbow range here, that's fine.
Necromancer.
Manfred von Carstein. Mortals quail.
Let's not use magic until, while they're moving, just to absolutely maximize its effectiveness.
At
I'm
once!
trying to shoot our mounted stuff, which I feel like is something that happened with Isabella's mounted vampires also. Okay, let's deal with these great swords. I think they're about to find that they are in fact not so great swords compared to vampires.
Death to the living!
Okay, be a bit more careful actually. Alright, how are things looking here? We've got to get a nice cast of bit of shades in here, I think. Yeah. The units are still coming in, but it takes a few seconds to charge up, so that's all good. You need a heal.
Vampire!
Okay, so I want you to just dodge around the side here.
Swiftly!
Manfred, Assault of Stone.
I believe Total War.
So Gotrek's going to be in here somewhere, and I need to watch out for him. He is a scary boy. I think I just want to have a run at the crossbowmen with my mounted vampires here. I feel like that's going to work out well.
Necromancer.
Yeah, we're definitely making a mess of them in here. I'm not sure I even want to spend another expensive spell.
Blood frenzy!
Okay, kind of pulled them out of position. Why don't you go chase after the ones over here? I mean, the mounted vampires haven't exactly been taking much damage, so that's all good. Right, Gotrek's got to be in this melee, right? Yeah, here he is.
Their time has come.
I mean, Gotrek's good at fighting, but he also has, you know, no armor, so... Okay, this vampire's taking a lot of damage. At least Gotrek's unbreakable, so we actually do get to just kill him. Yeah, this plan isn't going to work out. They've just got a few too many missile units. But we'll be able to at least break this unit and then pull out. Yeah. Yeah, you just get out of there, no problem.
I cure it today. These lands are mine.
I think Gotrek's mostly dead here. Yeah.
The von Carstein's march!
Yeah. You just back out, no problem.
We are the new order! At once! Swiftly!
We surpass Nagash.
Okay.
What?
You can tell where Gotrek is because he has the full grey, the grey bar, because he's unbreakable, so his leadership never goes down. But we are, it looks like he's one hit away from dying, or going down anyway. There we go, nice. Alright, another pit of shades here, I think,
Vampire!
and should just about do it.
We are immortal!
Yeah, Pit of Shades is one of those AoE spells that's quite expensive, but if you really have the enemy standing still when you cast it, it does a lot of damage. Necromancer's still very healthy, which is great. Okay, looks like we completely routed their melee troops, so yeah, I'm fine for it. Well, I guess that's the unit's not coming back, so we may as well come over this way. Oh, gotta be a bit careful not to get too split up and shot here. I don't think we'll have to kill much more for them to get the army loss penalty. I guess they've got quite a lot of ammo, that's the only reason they haven't given up yet.
Vampire!
Oh, that's a nice looking Pit of Shades.
Blood magic! I'm in your
Okay,
thrall!
you need to use your healing abilities again. Get out of there.
The new order!
Yeah, guess you're fighting Outriders. Okay, that works fine. Manfred's just soloing the crossbowman unit. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of very low leadership. I think they've had enough. And this is another army on forced march. So, they are done for good.
Empower me.
The living will join us.
I killed death. Nagash was weak.
Yeah, hopefully another heroic victory if I get healed back up to full, just based on the odds at the beginning of the battle. Yeah, this is these battles worked out so well for me because the AI is, I think, underrating the importance of my magic, just like how much damage I can do with it. Manfred 400 kills, I bet 250, 300 rough a Sword of Stone, and yeah, can't help but feel the balance of power at the beginning of the battle does not get that quite right. So yeah, you weren't the vampire who actually needed healing. It's okay. Everyone else is basically up to full. Close victory. Don't know what to say about that other than I walked in with 11, I walked out with 11, basically full health, and they're all dead? Alright. Just give up second guessing what type of victories I get this campaign, I suppose. And more gold, that's great.
My bloodline calls. Strike out.
Ooh. Okay, that's an interesting one. I forgot about Gotrek's defeat trait, Unbreakable. Not bad at all. Alright. I think that's going to do it for this part. Some fun battles. Continue to make mincemeat of the Empire, but there's a lot of the Empire left. And they're going to send troops at us until I kill them all. So yeah, hopefully next turn Isabella takes out the dwarves, that dwarf faction for good, and we get to keep our northern and western borders secured. But overall I think it's going well. I'm definitely enjoying these battles. There's nothing like just obliterating hundreds of troops of AoE magic over and over. I certainly don't get bored of that. Well, thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next part.